His story is the classic American tale of hard work, heart, and determination, leading to success, honor, and glory. Let's remember Rafer Johnson. His was a humble beginning, with love and a few helping hands along the way. Perhaps this is what fueled him later and made Rafer such a champion for those who struggled to find a voice for themselves. When it came time for Rafer to choose a college, for him, the choice was clear. UCLA was close to home, the campus's history as a school for athletes, including students of all races, his choice of an athletic or academic scholarship, and the clincher being Coach Elvin Ducky Drake. The UCLA track coach told him, "You can make the next Olympic team." Rafer became the first African American to pledge a national fraternity at UCLA, and later he became president of the Bruin student body. Winning the Olympic silver medal in 1956 while competing injured only further fanned his flames of desire to win the gold at the 1960 Olympic Games. Rafer was the first person of color to be selected as captain of a U.S. Olympic team, and he proudly carried the American flag and led the delegation into the stadium at the opening ceremony of the 1960 Rome Olympic Games. While accepting yet another Athlete of the Year award in 1961, Rafer met Robert Kennedy, and he learned they shared a keen interest in the civil rights movement. Becoming friends with the Kennedy families would lead Rafer down a new path. In 1968, he joined his friend's presidential campaign. Rafer was at the candidate's side when Kennedy was shot. Rafer helped apprehend his friend's assassin. The loss of his friend was a shattering blow for Rafer. Eunice Kennedy Shriver, Bobby's sister, suggested that if Rafer wanted to honor the memory of her brother, he could help her to further the mission of the Special Olympics. Going to Soldier Field in 1969, Rafer saw people with disabilities who had previously been made to feel unworthy, and they were tapping into courage and strength that they'd never before been able to display. Their eyes were shining and their faces lit up with joy. A year later, with a few friends, he founded Special Olympics California and dedicated his life to promoting acceptance, inclusion, and the well-being of these special athletes he loved so much.
I became the best I could be because someone helped me. It's just that plain and clear. I wanted somehow to give something back to men and women and boys and girls who needed a little help. When Special Olympics came along, Mrs. Shriver asked me, along with some other of her friends, to meet with her. We talked about what worked for us and what might work in the program. Well, Mrs. Shriver wanted the Special Olympics to be not only a social event, she wanted it to be an athletic contest, and that's what it is. Let's change the world, she said. Let's make it a better place for all of our citizens.